So you can see that we're now getting about a quarter of the way into the D grade, quarter of the way to a C grade within the D grade marks. Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, so you need to draw an ordered stem leaf diagram for this question. So the first thing I do with a stem leaf diagram is just draw a line straight down. The next thing I do is have a look at the actual numbers. Now in the GCSE you're unlikely to get too complicated numbers. So here we've got 30s, 40s, 50s. But they haven't put single digits in. If they did put single digits in, then instead of 3, 4 and 5 here, you'd just put a 0 and then 3, 4, 5. So for stem leaf diagrams, let's get this all ordered nicely, and let's move this over to this side so it makes a bit more sense. There we are. Okay, so for stem leaf diagrams we want to put 10s here, so there are 3 10s in 31. And there are 4 10s in 43 and 5 10s in 52. Looking around, I think that's it. I don't think there are any 60s, and there's 20 there, there's 29, so we need to put a 2 in for that 29. Okay. And next we need to put in the units. Now, if I order this nicely and get this to the other side, so 31 would include a 1 there, 52 would include a 2 down here, 43 would be a 3 here, 49 would be a 9 here, and don't put commas in these, you always just leave a space between these. 36 would be a 6 here, 35 would be a 5 here, 33 would be a 3 here, 29 would be a 9 here, 54 would be a 4 here, 43 would be a 3 here, 44 would be a 4 here, 46 would be a 6 here, 42 would be a 2 here, 39 would be a 9 here, 55 would be a 5 here, and 48 would be an 8 here. Now that's for now complete. It's not 4 marks obviously yet, but before I do the second and third mark, I always add these up and see if they add up to here. Now I don't even need to add these together, it says 16 cars, so there needs to be 16 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now that doesn't guarantee that it's going to be right, but if I added them up and there were only 15, then that would guarantee it's wrong. It's not the end of the world if you do miss out a number, it just means you probably will miss out one of the 3 marks. Okay, now that is 1 mark because I've done a stem leaf diagram and I've put it down, but as most of you know, that's not the complete answer. The second mark is for putting them in order, so we need to make sure these are in order. So I would normally draw another one, and some people, what they do is they put it in order straight away, so they look for the lowest number and then cross it off up here as they put it in, and that's absolutely fine. That's a good way of doing it. Because I'm on a computer, I can cheat slightly by not having to do it again, but just reordering what's here. So looking at 29, well 9's the only one there, so that's in order. Look at the second one. This would be, let's have a look, 1, 3, 5, 6, 9 to put it in order of size. The 4's here would be 2, 3, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, and these ones are already in order. Now that's only going to be 2 marks, even though it says 3 there, because we have to, and let's just undo that. I don't know what I've done there. No idea what I've done there. There we go. You have to put in the stem leaf diagram. Put in the key for the stem leaf diagram. So we finish off by, let's just there we are, by just doing, in fact let's make it a bit nicer, so we can say key and you just pick any number. Now I always pick the first one because I don't have to think about it then, but it could be any number, even if it's not a number in the stem leaf diagram. So 2, and let's put a line in. The right one, there we are. 2 line 9 means 29. Okay, or represents, or you could put any number of words there. You could even put an equals, so we could have had an equals there, and that's absolutely fine, but I prefer to write the word means. Now, as I said, that could be 1 line 3 means 13, even though we don't have a 13 in there. The reason we need a key is because we use these as well for decimal numbers. So these could be all decimal, 3.1, 5.2. If that was true, this would look exactly the same. But here it'd say 2 line 9 means 2.9, and that would help people realise that these were decimals. So you definitely need this, and it is worth the last mark. Okay, let's have a look at the mark scheme. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. 3 marks if you have fully correct diagram with appropriate key. 2 marks for ordered leaves with at most 2 errors. So if you made 2 mistakes, you accidentally wrote down the wrong number or missed 2 out or missed 1 out, you'd still get 2 marks. And then 1 for unordered or ordered leaves with at most 2 errors. Okay, and that's not having the key. If you just wrote the key, then you'd still get a mark.